Hey, this is Dave with Mahalo Video Games, and I'm bringing you Game 2 of Loner vs. Capoch from the Blizzcon Invitational that happened down in Anaheim. This is Game 2 of a 3-game series between these two players. We've got Loner spawning up here as the blue Terran, and we've got Capoch down here. He is the green Protoss. And I don't know if you guys saw last game, but if you did, Loner took it down with some excellent Marine, Marauder, and Medvac play. Very well done by Loner. It was on Scrap Station, and so he's 1 game ahead in this series now. They are 3-game series, and the loser of this 3-game series will have to head on down to the losers bracket. It is double elimination, so they'll still have a chance to get back in it and possibly even win it all. But Loner up 1 game right now, so he should be feeling pretty confident going into this one. Capoch really needs to stay on his toes and do something to get back into this series. Looks like Loner sending out a little scout, just looking around down at his expansion, seeing what's going on. He's got a barracks building already. Rally point set to the front of his base. No gas yet. Let's see. No gas for Capoch either. Just getting that gateway up. And here comes a scout from Capoch. Gonna check out Loner's base, see what's going on. Oh, little combat there. And it looks like the probe is gonna get into the base. See what's going on. Little probe micro there, fighting the SCV and then running back. We've got a gas up for Loner. Capoch sees that. He's just running around right now, being annoying, not really causing any trouble or damage. And looks like he's just going to hang out there. Let's check in with Loner's scout. See how he's doing in Capoch's base, getting that scouting info. Hanging out in the corner. Capoch has got a cybernetics core on the way, chrono boosting some probes, and getting a second gas. So he's doing some stuff, and it looks like Loner, it looked like he was going to steal those minerals, but decided against it. That SCV is going to stay within the bounds of the law and not take minerals from another player. This probe up here, freaking out. Oh, he's on a patrol route. That's very short, and it looks like he has epilepsy or something. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, this Marine clearly doesn't see him. He would probably go down there and chase that probe off. Looks like Capoch not going to be warping in a proxy pylon this time, as he did last game. It's a fairly short map, so no early proxy pylon from Capoch yet. And we've got a tech lab for Loner on the barracks. So he's researching right now concussive shells for the Marauder to slow down his opponent. Oh, and here comes the Marine and Marauder out to chase this probe off. And the probe's going to get away. So, oh, and this Marine and Marauder are going to chase him maybe all the way back to the base. So we might have, oh, the probe turning around. Not a good move for the probe. The probe goes down. I don't know if that was a delaying tactic because he didn't want him at the base yet. And it does look like, yeah, maybe he was trying to get that sentry out before Loner showed up. Loner's forces now breaking off and scouting these expansions out here. Looks like this Marauder is going to take the Zolnaga tower. This Marine just scouting for an early expansion or proxy pylons, just seeing what's going on at that expansion. Back at Loner's base, more Marauders coming out. A reactor coming down on this second barracks. More supply depots being built. So Loner in pretty good shape. Capoch, oh, with a robotics facility. And an Immortal coming out, an early Immortal. So that's an interesting unit mix he has there. 1 Stalker, 1 Sentry, and 1 Immortal. And unless that probe joins in, then it would be a probe in there too. Interesting unit mix. Don't know how it would fare against this Marauder Marine force from Loner. Especially he's got more reinforcements coming. He looks like he might make an early push here. Those Sentries should be able to keep it back with force fields on the ramp. And that Immortal should be able to do some damage to these guys. So I'm not too worried about Capoch right now. And he does have an observer, so he knows what's coming. He'll be ready with those force fields. And, oh, Capoch actually moving out here, chasing these units away. he might see the little camouflage signature from the observer and know he's being watched. So he's going to head back to base, it looks like. Proxy pylon is coming in on this ledge overlooking the outside of... Whoa! And whoa, we've got a Marine up here. He spotted it already. Takes down the proxy pylon. This Marine is going to go down. But that's a fair trade. A Marine for a pylon. That's more than fair trade. That was a good deal for Loner. Got rid of that proxy pylon. It'll take Capoch a longer time to get units up to his base now. That observer hanging out. Oh, observer goes down to a good scan. It looks like he is watching for that observer camouflage little ripple you get when an observer or a cloaked unit is around. Let's see what's on the production tab for these guys. We got a support bay coming out for Capoch. I'm sorry, robotics bay. So we'll be able to see some Colossi in a little bit here, hopefully. Loner just pumping units. Medvac on the way is more Marines and a siege tank. We didn't get to see any siege tank play from Loner last time. It was strictly Marines and Marauders. So switching it up a bit here, adding a siege tank to the mix. That should give him a little more power, a little more oomph. And it looks like he's thinking about moving out with this Medvac overhead. Some early one base play. No expansions up for either player, but it looks like we are going to see combat games once again. If you guys have any requests for replays you want casted or questions or comments, go ahead and send those over to requests@mahalo.com. All right, thanks again.